Hello everyone, I wanted to remake a video about where I show how I make my coasters in Ultimate Coaster 2. So first thing that I usually do is I will come over here to see the coasters I have. Today I'm going to make a hybrid. So here you can change the height or the length of the station. I'm going to make the length about 21.1. And then I'm 42.8 feet off the ground. So I cannot get it on the dot. I'm just horrible at that. So we're going to turn it out of the station. We're going to bring it back to its original length. Use the scale button. And I'm going to put it up. You can see the angle of it right here. So that's a 33.2 degree angle. 54.9 feet off the ground. So I'm going to use the scale button, make it a little bit longer. What I'm going to do is I usually go over here to the speed button, and I just turn it up. Oh, I got 11 on the dot. And then I'll use the scale button to make it a lot longer. And let's go with 177.6 feet. Let's shorten that to 175.7. Anyway, you click on the brake launch. You click on this, right? The chain. And that will change it to make it normal. So we're going to put it at an 84.8 degree angle. And what I usually do is if I want to do that, I have to make it to negative 180. Or in this case, a positive 180. Or then down here, I turn it back to 0. And this is where we start creating the coaster. So let's start off with a couple of an airtime hill. And so then right here, you go out of it. So you use the pitch button to pull up or down. And now, right here, I'm going to show the how to use the banking button. So what you do is you just drag your finger, and you can bank it. But if you double click on that button, it will change it to either 180, negative 180, or just 0. So I'm going to put it at a normal 180, and then put it back to 0. So there you go. We have an inversion right there. I don't know what to call that inversion, or if it is real inversion, I don't know what it is called. So now I'll just drag it to, I don't want overbanked, so let's go with just 44. And turn it, make a turn around to an airtime hill. Which will be slightly banked to the side, so that way I can turn it this way. Pull up with the pitch button and bring it back down. This is a long process, by the way. Not extremely long, but long. I would like to get Planet Coaster, but I sadly do not have it. I'm sorry. I also have a problem making inversions, or like new custom inversions. Just kind of a pain. So if anyone has like any tips on how to make inversions, I'd appreciate that. You also go into the ground and auto makes tunnels. So we're going to go into a helix right here. Sorry, my phone's almost dead. So into one good helix. Yep, that's a helix. Upward spiraling helix. So then usually what I do when I'm done using the bank, I just click it, double tap it to put it back to 0. And then this is what I do for my ejector airtime hills. This is what I will do. I'll shorten it to its shortest, but I can't make an ejector right now. So I have to make the hill get smaller. Is that an ejector? I can't tell because this is the time when I make my ejector airtime hills. I make them a little bit smaller. Yeah, sometimes I'll just get rid of the supports. Like that. I put the scale to the shortest it can go. And that's how I make my little ejector airtime hills or bunny hills. It's a pain to make those because if you don't get them just right, it'll end up being too strong, and sometimes I don't really know. It'll be unrealistic. I try to make my coasters as realistic as possible, and some of them not so realistic. But anyways, that is how I do all of my stuff in this game. So now I'm just going to enjoy making the rest of the coaster. So I will bank it into this. Oh, and if you want to snap, you can just do this. That's overbanked. Just bank it and turn it. And usually what I'll do halfway through it, I'll go ahead and restart it and write it just to test it, to make sure that nothing is messed up, because trust me, you don't want to go back and have to go to like something way in the middle that's messed up and have to go and recreate the entire rest of the coaster, because trust me, you're not going to be able to remember that. Unless you are either really good at remembering things, or you have everything written down, and I do not write anything down. Especially when I make my videos, I have no plan on what I'm going to make. So whatever happens, just happens when I make my videos. Anyways, please subscribe and like. It helps a lot, and I appreciate it. I usually don't say that kind of stuff because I find it annoying. But I'm just asking today because... Also, sorry I haven't been posting as much recently. I've just been really busy. I'm not busy. Well, sort of. I don't know how to explain it. Anyway, if there are any types of coasters that you would like me to create, just tell me in the comments. Because I love to create your guys' custom ideas in this game. That would be amazing. But make sure it's one that I have. So after I'm done making this coaster, I will show all the kinds of coasters that I have. So maybe you guys can, well, watch me so I can make one of your guys' custom coasters. I think that'd be fun. But if that doesn't sound like a good idea, well, I'm still gonna do it. Not to be rude. I'm just saying. I'd love to just... I wish there's a way that I could be more interactive with you guys, but I can't. So that'll have to do. So I'm going to not do that. Also, if you hold down, on something, you can go to this. And let's put this back to 4.0. Now it's the same length as everything else. And now let's pull it into the station. That is way off the station. And then, I don't think I'll be able to, but I'm going to show you how. You come to brakes, and you make it the block section. I think that's how you pronounce it. And then you detach this, and then I make it block section, and yeah. It shouldn't roll out if you make it correctly. But on this coaster, because of the way I made it, it won't work. So, anyway, let's ride the ride now. If you have any ideas what I could call this roller coaster, I'd love to know, because I don't have a clue. And I'm not going to theme it. I could probably make theming in another video, but today, that's not what I'm going to be doing. I just wanted to show how to make a roller coaster, and I also hope you all are having a great day, so now enjoy the POV. Anyways, I hope you all have a great rest of your day. And goodbye.